This thing is so picky. Just a little bit. There we go, better footing. Very good. All right, I think we're good. Hello and welcome to another live Candlepin bowling video from Brian Bowlaway, downtown Gardner, Massachusetts. We're bowling with the Parental Unit. He has me going first. Brian's kind of busy today, so we're on lane number 14. And why does this look crooked? Seems okay. Yeah, I guess that's crooked. It's so hard to tell. Anyway, he has me going first. Let's see what we get. There's a half Worcester hiding there, so that's a 7. Yeah, they never look that bad. The lane, that's different. Oh, they get worn out. The lanes don't look too bad either. Alrighty, time for the Parental Unit. The hook saved it.
I hit you 2 more.
Hey, that's what I started with. It was a 6-pin, but I started with 1. And working is. Oh, that's 3 so far.
I got 3 on it.
Hello, Mark Anthony. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, that piece of wood helped you. That's an 8. That wood behind helped. Yeah. Now, because my father would play 4 games, I hope he remembers that. Father-son curse. Father-son curse striking again. This is a little too far over, so I can't hit the little chatty button. Hello, Mark Anthony. I think we already mentioned that. Oh, look at that. You got a strike without even trying. That's what happens in modern day. Oh, it looks like we're having a little bit of in the technical difficulty department. I totally forgot to charge this phone. It's literally at 5% battery. We started with 3, so the charger's doing its thing. This is obviously not a field trip. Huh?
You don't have to go far.
It depends on whether or not you're willing to bend down or not. There it is. There's the pins. Father's turn. Hello, Chris Allen. And now Brian's checking to see that it's doing its thing, and down comes the table again, and there you go. So, it's a little off topic, but yes, maybe sometime next week or the week after might do the Macy's thing. I've heard right now that they have not really started. Unless you're really lucky. Yep. But nope. And 10. Time to go for the Emily. Everything down on the second ball, nothing on the first. Yeah, I wonder what I'm going to do. Still a craptacular score. 2 sevens hurt it. Average ability according to ICB standards is a 90 for casual league bowlers. I put myself in with the league bowlers of casual sense. It's about $1.05 for the competitive. And the pros and those people a lot higher, like in the 110s, 120s. Average skill is 90. People's averages fluctuate around 10, so we like to hit 80 to 100. Of course, if we go over 100, that's good. Less than 80, not so good. And 9. Leaving the king. And we need 9s and 10s to fix it. Another 8. We need a 10 to average out at the very bottom end of average skill. But we're talking the halfway point, though. Ooh. It just missed the head pin, leaving the 4 horsemen, plus the 8 and 10. Worst case, if he misses the head pin, he could get the 8 and 10. Oh, it wasn't a bad shot. Just didn't go. Oh, Tom.
Tried to spin.
Hello, DJ. He's got an 8-10 pin. Not sure when that'll happen. Now I'm wondering what's he doing now. Oh, I guess the ball turn got stuck. Either that or that came on its own. Well, this game's gonna suck. What a surprise. I started with a 71 last week at Putnam Street. And that's an easy house. This is a tough house. Nowhere near as tough as Mason's, but still. And I'm in line with that and probably not even gonna hit 70 at this point. And it seems the action more this way towards the right-hand side of the house is a little harder. 7. Alrighty. Time for the halftime report once it's tabulated. Hello, Watson. Time for the pathetic halftime report. 2 8s and nothing but 7s. 37, so it's rebuildable. I like how neat my father's handwriting is. You can actually read it, even if it gets pixelated. Father, he's got the 10, 9s, 8s, and 7s, 42. And down the this game's garbage. It's a 6. No saving this one. Not unless something wakes up. It's the father-son curse, I swear. Play with Chris whenever that's going to happen again. His work schedule pretty much doesn't allow it anymore, for now. Even the tournaments, they go better than this half. Worcester, right? Play with my father, I suck. Ouch. 6 for him. Yeah, this is going to be a low 70s, high 60s game. And you say I don't suck at bowling. DJ, I'm well aware of that. I appreciate that. Yeah, the 10-pin balls, I lift them in a way so that all the weight is in the upper arm, and that the wrist is not supporting everything. And that looks like a 3.
That is a 3.
Then if it does feel a little off, that's when you see the second hand holding it up somewhere. This is the part where the pin setter comes down. Is it too little, too late, though? Now that was a great strike ball, and look what happened. No. Hit the wood too far middle. But that guarantees those 3 are goners. And an 8. Now the question is, will that strike save this game? Because it's total garbage. All right. Whoops, I hit the camera. Piece of cake, says Mark Anthony. If you play Candlepins, well, anyway, 2 El Stinko the bonus balls. What will they add up to? I actually have, in spite of this being a hard house, I've got a double strike here. Then I got one at Putnam. I got them several times at Putnam's because it's easy. Acton Bolodrome because it's a grease pit. Masons of all places. And last, New Palace. The second easiest place I've been to, and it's the last place to get one. Can we get a second double strike at Brian's? If not, can we get a good fill? Let's find out. El Stinko 1 lives up to its name with a singleton. All right, an okay fill of 7. That second piece of wood stood it up, but a 9, not too bad. 7 fill and a 9. That fixed the game. All I need is a stinking 4. Because the last frame is next. I just need a stinking 4 to hit the bottom end of average now. Yeah, 3. Piece of wood behind the 4 pin. That could probably help get rid of the 5. And that's exactly what it did.
Twisting my hand at the end.
And that looks good. Oh, too full. Oh, wait a minute. 6.
But I'd be happy with an 8.
To be honest, I didn't think the spare would happen, but it did go where I shot it. Now this really craptacular game could hit middle of average if El Stinko, the bonus ball, is at least a 4. Well, I always play, and he's only just came back because he had knee problems. He lost a crap ton of weight, which is something I'd like to do, and I can't because look who's trying. So now his knees don't bother him so much, and he's back again. And he leaves the double wood in the middle for the 8. Yep. Again, we'll show you the half. Look at how horrible that half is, a 37. Then that horrible 6 and another 7. Then everything happened from the strike. 7 fill, 9, 8, and we alternate. So he's going to start the next game 94, and he got a 73. Keep in mind, he's been away a long time and has come back and only bowled a few times. There's only 3 games here. Game number 2. Alrighty. Yeah, he might not bowl a 4th game. It's tradition that we have 4 games when we play together. Oh no, we found the hole twice for only a 4.
Right up the hole twice. Up into my little.
Oh, do you see what I see? We have the special colored head pin, which I don't think that's a thing here because anyway, if I can get a strike with that head pin, TNC Bank and Trust in Fitchburg will pay me 25 cents. Let's see what happens. And we're starting the same way we did before. Lousy 7. I'll hold on a second here. Oh, thank you, Chris Allen, for the $2.02 donation. Very much appreciated. As much as Mark Ritchie hates to hear this, because of the fact that I make money on these videos and get these donations, by definition, I am the world's worst professional candlepin bowler. Oh no. 4, 3. Wow. I see a triple strike coming for him. Eight is great, as my buddy Chris would say. Ooh, oh, it went over to the right. Oh, look, it's the Caleri. 4 horsemen left and the 9-pin piece of wood that it may help. Not when you miss your object, though. Well, 7 from a Caleri isn't too bad. And that's how it is. There it is. The Steve Brunchuk special. In Candlepin bowling, we have to wait for the wood to settle down. There we go. I definitely will take 8 from a spread eagle. That was a great second ball. Yes, Chris. Hi, Bob Caleri. And a little bit of work out back. That's the 4 horsemen and the 3. So that it kind of looks like a Caleri on the camera, but it wasn't. Oh, Mark Anthony. Well, outside the father-son curse that typically happens, not too bad. And he leaves the bowling god's middle finger for 9. And there it is. As we know, when I get back-to-back spread eagles, the second one is always worst. And that one ruins the game at 5. Need Mark and a decent fill to right the ship. On the bright side, there's like 60% of lane that will get him something. And he finds the 40%.
Six.
That would have been dumb luck because I completely missed the head pin. Niner, which helps. Again, rebuildable, and again, the same score. Father had a rough go of it. The 7 and 9's the only good thing there. Only a 29. Me. Ouch. 37. First ball. Looking good. And no. Another good strike ball and got nothing to show for it. Oh, that could do it. Nope. Oh, yeah, it will. He just barely kissed that. He just barely kissed that 4 pin. But barely kissing it is good enough. Again, 9s still help. We're scratching, barely scratching for that bottom end of average. Here's where he can get some redemption with his bonus ball. Maybe 6 fill. All right. Good fill. 8, 9. Oh, well, that one went the wrong direction. He is now facing the bowling god's middle finger, and the bowling god will tell him what he thinks of him. But still a 6 fill on a 9. Hey, look, it's the high-low jack, but there's a lot of wood there. Hit it on the right, we should be good. Still another 9. I think that puts it into contention of bottom end of average skill. Again, screwed. A lot of getting screwed here. Thank you, drum machine. That second ball was a good one. This is a tough place. day in Massachusetts. Temps in the mid-60s tomorrow. And live stream even better. Enjoy these 2 days. Because then it's back into the 40s, which really isn't. Wow, nice 10. And it's back into the 40s, which is still, I believe, above average. We're in the zone of just barely acceptable. Yep, just barely acceptable. 8s are better, we'll be fine. And off to the left it goes. Got a lucky splashback. And maybe some action. Everything but the pins. Although it did get the 7. Another 10. Could bump it up. Oh. Actually, that's a fairly easy spare. Ooh. Oh, come on. And a 10 again. No. Yes, he did. He got what I call the microwave turkey dinner. So once again, time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. What will the bonus be once Brian is ready to head up and see what he's doing? El Stinko stinks with a 4, and there it is. This looks familiar. And a crappy 6, but we made it. And my father wins that one, courtesy of the microwave turkey dinner. Spare the 6 fill 9 and 3/10 for 84. Pair of 9s and 8. Spare. Curse of the Fill with El Stinko giving me a 4 and a spread eagle and only getting 6. Hence Curse of the Fill. But a decent, okay 83. Game number 3. Like I say, we typically do 4. We'll see what he wants to do, if he wants to go that far or not. He might just let me go and do 4th one on my own. Game number 3. And since we alternate, I'm starting. Field trip. Yeah, we're aware the battery's low. It's been on life support. There's the deadwood line, and that pin is definitely over it. And if it is, we have to remove it. It's easier to just throw it down. Less of a chance of accidentally throwing it and avoiding it. I forget, that was the second ball. I thought so. Stuff like that happens. Middle finger for the 9. Actually getting more viewers than I normally do on these, which is not a bad thing. Off to the left, halfway to Worcester. Half Worcester left. Nice lob. Uh-oh. That's what sucks about half Worcester is you tend to overcompensate and then do poorly. Unless you're a pro or a competitive bowler, then you can actually make it work. Yeah, 7 from a half Worcester, that's pretty much what you can do. As I've said before, the more to the right of the house you go, the harder this place gets. It's not quite Mason's, but it is pretty hard. Ooh, no. At least he didn't have a Caleri. He's got a piece of wood there. That was not the piece of wood. Ouch. 7. 12. I think that might be a record here. Uh-oh. We got that special colored head pin again. And I repeat this because people drop in and out of the stream. If I can get a strike, TNC Bank and Trust will give me 25 cents. I did get a strike in the first game, so it's a possibility. Now 9 seems to be the magic number. And oh, that was a good ball. Hair full, but it was still good. And ball 3. Maybe. Hey, I got something. Oh, he got 10. He can kiss them, they fall down. I kiss them, they just throw the ball. I wish it was ball 2 moment. And there's the first I wish it was ball 2 moment. I'll take 10. Ooh. Oh, and the Caleri. It's our friend Bob. Let's see if we can show Bob the front door, as I like to say. May not have got a mark, but he could still get him out of here. Almost. Bob's middle finger was left in the door. Half isn't all that bad. Right in the average ability. Let's go. I don't see anything, but it's weird because it definitely gets hotter than this. Far over. Ooh. High-low jack and the 2-pin. Piece of wood against the 3-pin. Piece of wood against it. That could probably take the 10. right, get that one out of the way. Get the tough one out of the way. And 8. Yeah, I see why Brian keeps going. There's something going on with number 10. The green light on the left keeps coming up, which means there's a fault. Probably shows up as white for you guys with the compression. Oh, it's ready to start, but it's halftime report. 9s and a 10, 46. 7-7, 10-9-8, 41. That was too bad. Yeah, that looks good. That's a 6. And that is a 6. Ball went in the gutter. That pretty much ruined the game. It's still possible, but that looks good. Too thin. Oh, but hey, he's got the new Palace right. Oh, I don't like where that piece of wood is. All right, settle down. Well, plan B was a little off. Technically, in competition, if the wood is moving and you throw your ball, it's considered invalid throw. And whatever falls doesn't count, but so does lobbing the ball, but we don't care.
That was another disgusting.
I set my standards for my personal games. Minor lob, I let live. When I'm in a competition, I really try not to. Nines are helping. Ooh. Now he gets to go for the Emily. Emily is nothing on the first ball and everything on the second. And that looks pretty good. Oh, no. Worst case, he's got an 8. And, well, 8's still not bad considering how it started. Stink frame of 4, that may have ruined it. No, we can still hit. We're talking scraping the barrel, but we can hit. Again. What the heck was that? That was an excellent throw. Sorry for hitting the camera. Ooh, trying to be fancy. Didn't work. 8.
Try to hook it in. First knock is going to win you the game.
And it all falls apart. And now I have to get at least an 8 in the last frame. Which means we're not. Curse of the father-son curse reigns on. He's got this one. I need just one and we'll scrape by. And this game's stopped. And mediocrity. Half-Wester on the left. I tell you, the father-son curse. 1 point away, but 1 point away is still a failure. Oh. Ten. And he blew me away on this one. And he is going to play a 4th game. And mediocrity. That did it. That ruined everything. 79 to 88. Last game. Again. And then that. That was a great strike ball, and that happened. Through the wickets. Seven. And like I say this because people come in and out of the stream. There's the special colored head pin, which I think he just has them. Actually, I kind of see them there, so he must have a league thing or whatever. Anyway, if I can get a strike with a special head pin, TNC Bank and Trust will pay me 25 cents. I got a strike in game 1 and never again. Let's see if we can do it again. It is great. I don't think Mario has to go to Tony and give him the bad news of paying me 25 cents today. A couple of extras in the back row falling down. Nice lob. Like I said, I only enforce the rules for the most part on my turns. And 8 again. Went for the easier points and not go for the gusto, so leaving the middle finger was intentional. That's a 9. Now I know this happens because, occasionally the signal drops out for a split second or what happened. I try to talk to everybody who chats, although the arcade stuff and that, it's really hard to do, but I try. I do not, if you've been responding, I am not intentionally ignoring you, or as I call it, pulling an alpha omega sin. I leave it organic, unless I ask for something, and I'll see if people will respond. Father wanted that 3-pin to fall, and that there is why you didn't want it to. So I could at least leave again the middle finger for another 9. Ooh, yeah. Full and nothing to show for it. Spare. And yep, he's got a spare. enough. Another 8. Time for his bonus ball. Looking pretty good. Oh, too full, but 7 fill. And no. 7 fill and a 9. Double wood for another 8. Halftime report. Tell you the father-son curse lives on. The father's warmed up, which shows you for someone who plays forever, getting beat. I suck. But it's still a decent 42, and he's got a 49. Ouch. 42's okay though. So when I play my father, everything just goes to hell. Six. I mean, when I did the Putnam Street competition, the actual thing, he was in the audience for several games. That didn't do anything. Him and I playing, everything goes to hell. That one felt a little wrong. Middle finger for 9. 9's, 10's good. 8 maintains. Spares and strikes even better. It's so much easier to get those triangles when they're with 7 of their friends. Bit full. And that just barely stayed in the lane. So that's 9. So just barely stayed in the lane. Well, there's our friend Bob, but there's a piece of wood behind the head pin that could probably take care of the 9. enough. Hello from a Caleri. 8 is great. Yeah, I lost this one too, but hey, at least the score's decent. Again, scraping the barrel, but he has thrown so many good strike balls and gets screwed every time. And that 7 may have cost things. Half Worcester on the left. I still gotta think of doing that series. What is Halfway to Worcester from the various Candlepin centers? Fancy kind of work that time. You got an 8. Well, if I can get at least 6 in the last frame, we'll scrape by. Once again, proving the father-son curse exists, or I really suck. I think it's more or less the curse. Hello, Tom. Yeah, I think this is the 3rd time since he got. So I need 6 just to scrape by. So how many will I get? 5, 4, 3? Did not see that one coming. It actually went where I shot it, but I did not see the spare coming. So that takes a low low-end average game, which I'm okay with, to possibly a high-end average game with El Stinko. And this wraps everything up. And a lovely 4. Yeah, I know. We play tested and 4 was your limit, so I lose, but it wasn't too bad. LaFille kind of sucked. El Stinko living up to its name, plus the competition. It was the stubborn pins. Yeah, as I mentioned before, on this side of the house it's harder. That side it's easier. Anyway, let's go over it. The only really good game that I had today, 94-73, then 84-83, 79-88, and 89-88. I won 1. And that proves playing against somebody who's nowhere near as limber, plays nowhere near as much, beating me, I suck. That's it. George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one. The father-son curse, it's still alive and well.